Alright, so here is a video of us building a chicken... What? Chicken coop! A chicken coop. Now it's windy as all you know what around here. And so if you can't hear this as well, I apologize. But let's get started. Alright, so went through a whole bunch of different designs of chicken coops. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop this guy around this way so you can see it. Depending on the type, is like this one. There's another one that looked like this. Another one that looked kind of like this. You know, just like rough sketches to just kind of figure things out. But decided on something that would look ultimately like this one. Just pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Something that's got a place for the chickens to lay the eggs, a place for them to have their little roost, and then a place for them to kind of run around, quite literally like the chicken run. So what I did is I measured the area that I'm gonna put it. Stuck between two different spots, but I figured I'd make one that fit both and then kind of decide from there. But I'm looking at this guy's gonna be about 4 foot 4 inches because I want to make this about 3 foot, and then leave at least a foot for the where the nesting is gonna happen. And so we're looking at 4 foot 4 inches, and I measured out 4 foot 10. The reason I chose that number is just because we've got a whole bunch of 9 foot 8s run around from the deck that we put up here, and so I've got all this spare lumber that's measured out to about 9 foot 8. Super random measurement, but again, it's just because it worked for up here. So that's why I chose 4 foot 10. So that'll end up being about, you know, like yay high. Maybe tall for some of you, but for the rest of us, you know, enough where we could kind of duck in and grab a chicken if we needed. Oh, tigers! Look out for tigers. And that's why we're gonna put in some wiring on our chicken coop, just in case those tigers decide to pop in and take a snack on one of our little chickens. But we're gonna go ahead and cut this wood. Measuring this all out, measured twice. We're gonna cut once, at least that's the hope. And then we'll go ahead and measure out the rest of this stuff. Oh, is it not working? Well, you know what will work is with all the scrap wood, measured it out and then wrote it down. So A is going to be the 4 foot 10, and we have B being the 4 foot 4, and we have D being the 34 inches, 34 inches, and then 34 inches. So we're gonna adjust our things a little bit. With this being built right here, and this being about 28 inches off the ground, and have space for the chickens to kind of run around underneath. Starting up here, it's about 29 inches. I want at least like a foot for the nesting boxes. So I'll go 28 here, plus an inch right here. and then add an extra inch just in case. And so we're looking at about like 42 inches right here. So I'll put one here and then one here. So let's go ahead and cut those. So looking at what we got so far, got our nice little nesting box right here, got the roosting and kind of coop section right here. I think we'll build a little walkway, a little door right here, and then a walkway down here, and then potentially extend this out. But if we put a door right where this opening is, that means we can open it and go in and grab them. Plus it gives them space to run underneath. So I'm thinking we'll just cut another bar to put right here. It'll be about 34 inches. Same as our little D block right there. So we'll get 34 inch right there. Put another one across the top. We'll probably make that one about 36, just so it can stretch. And then should be solid there. One thing I always like to do when I'm labeling different pieces of wood is, I have the normal, each piece gets labeled, and you go, okay, which one is this? Okay, there you go, bingo, bingo. And then anything that I'm not, that I'm just like cutting off, I always just like to throw a little scrap on there, so then I'm not sitting there going like, okay, what the heck? How did that one, which one is this? Little things that you do that make life easier. Now I'm looking at what I have so far built, and then the materials I have left. I have a little bit of this plywood sheet left over from the raised garden beds in the front yard. But I'm looking at probably putting in a bar just like this 4x4 one, so that we could get a little structure for the nesting box across here, and then connecting it here so that we can put some roosting bars across. And then I can also put a bar connected to this one, like a 36 incher from here to here, and then have the door into the coop be right here and kind of have a little bit more structure for that, and then have that kind of braced against the cross beam right here. So I think I'll put in two 4x4s for 4 foot 4 inches across, so just mirroring this one up here, mirroring this one up here, and then I'll put a bar across here, and then that'll help with the siding as well. Now I've got all these clamps in the garage that I'm trying to hold off on using, but like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I cut the plywood to fit on the sides of the coop for there and there. Nothing great about cutting plywood. Just measure one side the other, mirror tape across, and then there you go. I also forgot to wear headphones on that, so we won't show that part. But I'll go ahead and clamp these guys on, and then I'll just use small screws to attach it to the side. And so here we are so far with the little sides on the main coupe. A little basic bare bones structure in there, but not too bad for